Hey guys, my name is Udit Gaur and you're watching me at the Modern Monk. Thank you so much for joining in. First of all, I hope you are staying safe, you are at home and doing great. So in this new series of videos, I am going to talk about movies. No, I'm not going to review them, but I am going to come with values that you could have learned from the movies. So, in the first video, I am going to talk about one of my favorite movie, and that is Iron Man. Yeah, so it's been 12 years since the release of Iron Man, and it's still impactful. The movie is great, starring Robert Downey Jr. and great action, great cinematic line, and now we all know the end, so there's nothing like spoilers anymore. But again, I'm not going to discuss movies, but I'm going to talk about the values that you could have learned from the movies. First thing that you can learn from the movie comes directly from a dialogue by Albert Einstein. He says, "The best and the worst thing about Tony is that he always keep working." Now, there are two things that you can learn from the movie. From the dialogue itself, that you should always keep working. Also, you should always try to find things that makes you happy. In the case of Tony, he was always doing something that he liked the most. So it was fine for them. And with that, we come to the second thing that you can learn from the movie, and that is if you do what you like, no matter what the situation is, always come out of it happily because you'll be enjoying the struggle, you'll be enjoying the process. And the third thing that I think you can learn from the movie is that some of your friends will always be there with you. Like in the movie, if you see the relationship of Tony with Paper Pots, with the captain, you'll find that these people always stayed with him whatever the condition was. Roads, maybe it roads, maybe it Paper Pots, they were always there with him, no matter how was his attitude, no matter how her situation was, how was his life going around, how was he dealing with things, but they stayed with him. And there will always be some people who will be staying with you, and you know what, you should respect them because they're the all, and that's all you have in your life. And with that, we come on the fourth thing that you can learn from this movie, and that is when you know the importance of time, when you know its worth, you transit into the best version of yourself. And I'll tell you how I get I get on this message, and that's from in the starting of the movie when the doctor says Tony that in 7 days they want you to make a missile for them, and you will be dying after. And Tony knew that he'll be dying in the process, or they'll kill Tony if he make the missile for them. What Tony does, Tony made the best version of himself, and that is Iron Man, the superhero we all love today. And yeah, so you always need to value your time because that's all you have. The fifth thing that we can learn from the movie is that they can snatch everything from you, but not your brain, the way you process your thoughts, your experience from life, because it's all yours, it's unique. The problem solving skills that you have, the perspective that you have built in your mind, that's all yours, nobody can snatch it. And if you have watched the whole movie, at the end you saw that happening, that Albert Einstein stole the idea, he stole the arc reactor, but he cannot still fight with Tony because Tony has its brain with him, and that's all you have. So there are three things that you have: friends, time, and brain. And with that note, I'll be ending this video of things that you can learn from the movie. But there's my favorite dialogue that I want to tell you, and it goes like this: I've been called by a lot of many things, but nostalgic is not one of them. Tony says this to Paper when Paper comes with the arc reactor that Tony made in the caves. Now, the reason I like this dialogue the most is because, whatever your past was, but today is evolved and it's great. On that note, I end this video right here. Thank you so much for joining in, and it was great having you. I hope this video added some values in your life, and for more, please do subscribe, and also you can follow me on Instagram. And if you have any suggestion about the movies that I should watch and come with values, do suggest them in comments. Thank you so much.